point, how do you even run? Like how fast could a computer get? How powerful could a computer get based on energy alone? Like how do we get enough energy to run a computer that could do fill in the blank, disassemble reality? Right. I mean, he doesn't say that, but so anyway, he starts talking about Dyson spheres, right? Like, so you encapsulate a sun with these curved structures that pull all the energy from a sun, right? And then that's a Dyson sphere. So from the Dyson sphere, you can extract 100% of the sun's energy, or however you balance that out with the Earth. I have no idea. Obviously, it's a thought experiment. Then I started thinking, because I do love Hollow Earth theory, then I started thinking, like, is that what we're on? Is that what the Earth is? Is the Earth a fucking Dyson sphere? Like they talk about the molten core of the Earth. Was that some kind of like mini star that got surrounded by some kind of material that's extracting that energy? We're on a Dyson sphere. We're like mold on a Dyson sphere. That's what civilization is. We're on a fucking, just one of many harvesters that are...
Look at the center of the Earth.
Yeah, it's a Dyson sphere. It's harvesting whatever the fuck is in there, and then it, via some mechanism we don't know, or maybe it's storing it, or I don't know.
Dude, keep that up there, Jamie.
And so one of the things that happens when you're an advanced civilization and you put these Dyson spheres everywhere that we call planets is that it grows fungus sometimes. That's life. And so you have to set your Dyson sphere the way you set your sprinklers. So every 11,500 years, you shift the poles, wipe out all the mold on the exterior of the Dyson sphere before it can discover it's living on a Dyson sphere.
Could you imagine if that's what the Earth looked like? If it was actually separated and you could see into the center and you could fly over across the ocean and across the Great Gap.
That'd be so cool.
People would have to figure out how to not crash into the Great... Imagine if you run out of gas halfway across, your engine blows, and you just plummet into the great center of the Earth.
Look at that thing, man.
I mean, the Earth itself is so weird. The fact that it's this floating ball in infinity is so weird. The fact that the center of it is basically like a sun.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Would it be any more weird if it was separated like that? Not really.
No.
If you could fly over and look into it, can you imagine how freaky those flights would be on edibles? You take an edible from Florida and you fly 16 hours over the Great Divide and you're just looking down and seeing hell.
Yeah.
People would be preaching on the plane. They would be talking about Satan, and Satan tempts you, and he's in the bowels of the earth.
There it is.
The bowels of the earth. You could see out the left-hand window.
Hell. There's hell. You know, they like, this is why with Hollow Earth theory, it's like, man, if life sprung up on the outside of this fucking thing, why do you think it wouldn't spring up in the inside? And they've found cavities in there. There's massive spaces in there, Joe. Massive spaces.
Let's just look at what we're looking at with the crust, right? Look at the crust of the Earth. And look at the ocean, like the thin layer of ocean. And then imagine how small those mountains are.
There's apparently more water in the Earth than there is outside the Earth. And I think it's they say it's inundated in the material. It's not like there's like what I would like to fantasize is there's these massive oceans, but like the more you get towards the center, the less massive the thing is, so the less gravity there is.
Imagine if it's like that Matthew McConaughey movie.
I know.
Where we dig in there and dragons come out.
Yeah.
And ruin the Earth.
You don't know what the fuck is in there. We don't know. We can't even. We can drill down like maybe a mile. Like the Russians tried. They drilled down
till they heard Satan.
Till they heard the devil. And they were like,
didn't they hear things down there?
Well, I mean, that's the folklore. That's what we want to believe.
Could you imagine if they did?
Yeah.
What if there is a whole hellscape civilization? What if hell is in the center of the Earth? It's just like a couple miles down. Oh, King Kong went down there. Yeah. That's right.
King Kong, Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
King Kong versus Godzilla. He went through the center of the Earth.
He went through the center.
Yeah, King Kong was in Hollow Earth, right?
That's right. They got him down there.
And wasn't it like everything was all screwed up? Like things were backwards, but King Kong knew how to navigate it somehow?
I think it was, there's pterodactyls down there that he like happily fucked up.
It was a stupid but fun movie.
The best.
I enjoyed that movie. King Kong versus Godzilla was fun.
Oh, it was awesome.
They team up at the end. Spoiler alert.
Damn, you're just going to ruin one of the great films of all time?
Spoiler alert.
I love